I'm probably a hater on the overall narrative around agentic commerce. It's hard for me to envision a world where truly agents are going to be purchasing 100% on the behalf of consumers.
Is it more than $50 million?
It is incredibly limited. In the age of AI, research is quite commoditized. Relationships are the only thing that matters.
What do you look for in founders?
Really serious entrepreneurs who are very passionate about the spaces that they're working in. We do 5 deals per year. Agentic commerce in B2B is actually, I think, much more likely to take effect earlier than true B2C. We'll see.
We are here in NoHo. I'm with Chelsea. Chelsea, the host, putting a great event together.
Great.
So nice to have you here. Welcome to the Playbook pod. Why don't you do a quick introduction? Who are you?
For sure. I'm Chelsea. I am a newly minted partner at Equal. I lead all of our commerce supply chain investing, and I am hosting the Commerce Capital Summit tomorrow with you guys and Google.
Tell us about the Commerce Capital Summit. What are we walking into tomorrow?
For sure. So because we are a very vertically specific thesis-driven fund, we only have a couple of industries that we invest in. They're massive, massive industries, huge parts of the economy, but one where we feel that our right to win as a firm is not only our thesis and research, but I think relationships. And I think in the age of AI, research is quite commoditized, right? So really at the end of the day, relationships are the only thing that matters. And I think the summit is a great reflection of the Equal network. So we have great brands, we have great technology partners, great investors, and hoping to bring 3 groups of people together that generally are not in the same room for some hopefully interesting conversations, one which you will be leading tomorrow.
I'm excited about it. So talk to us. What are the top topics that we'll be talking about broadly tomorrow? What is the themes of the Commerce Capital Summit 2026?
I think a couple things. One, I think, just to hit on it, it's AI, right? I think not only AI automation in the industry, but agentic commerce has been a huge buzzword, right? One that I know that Airwalks as well, you guys have a thesis around it, right? You have strategy around it. So I think there is a big question on what is real versus not. We'll have some very interesting perspectives from folks who have been in the industry for a very long time. One of the co-founders of Klaviyo will be speaking. He's actually going to do a very interesting session last 15 years and the next 15 years.
Okay,
right?
cool.
So it'll be an interesting evolution because obviously we've seen the DTC wave maybe peak, but what is next for the industry? I think that'll be super, super interesting. 2, I think there's a bunch of consumer-facing channels. Social commerce is number 1. We'll have the Whatnot folks, we'll have TikTok Shop, and I think there's a lot of interesting ways that consumers are spending time and attention that's fundamentally shifting commerce. And 3, I think there are a lot of things that are going to stay the same about the industry. I think commerce is one industry that's been around for truly thousands of years, right? First time there were humans, there were commerce. So I do think there are some things that are going to stay structurally true to the industry. And what are those things? And brand building, I think, is still at the core of that. So we'll hear from folks like, Skims, we'll hear from Half Days, we'll hear from Still Here, we'll hear from some very heritage brands and how they're thinking about brand building in this new era. So I think those probably are the 3 major themes of the industry.
Yeah, I love it. It's some unbelievable brands. Paul Stewart, you mentioned a few others. So let's talk about Equal Ventures. Give us the pitch for Equal Ventures. Who is Equal Ventures? What are you guys about? How do you think about the world? Maybe just the high level pitch for Equal.
Yeah, for sure. I think for us, how we think about Equal Ventures is that we're at our core an extremely thesis industry specific firm. I think we believe that ultimately go-to-market commercialization in our industries is critical. And I think the deployment of technology has always been the core of what we're saying. And I actually think the AI wave is actually proving that out, right? Because yes, there is a lot of top line headlines about AI in general, but who are the actual buyers, right? Like, what are the enterprise buyers actually doing? And are they sticky? Are they retaining? And what is the commercial reality of some of this hype that we're seeing? I think that is an extremely critical piece of our investment thesis, and hopefully our relationship in industries enable us to have an insider view to that than other firms.
What do you look for in founders? What's something that's top of mind that you're zoning in that you get excited about a certain set of founders? Is it founder market fit?
Yeah.
Is it traction? What's the thing that gets y'all excited?
Yeah, I think that is a great question. I think depends on the specific industry. We probably have slightly different founder profiles that we're looking for. But I would say ultimately there's always a very clear right to win. I think that is extremely critical in a time where being a founder is, shall we say, the barriers to entry is as the lowest it's ever been. So we do want not tourists, right? We want really serious entrepreneurs who are very passionate about the spaces that they're working in. And I do think that all comes down to a right to win. Is it that you have an incredible network? Is it that you have an incredible insight on the industry? Is it that you have some sort of differentiated technology? I would say the latter is probably harder to find in the market today, right? Because the biggest markets are extremely hotly contested. So we do think that the founder profile right to win is more critical than ever.
Does Equal Ventures care about the San Francisco versus New York debate?
I would say that we have to deal with the realities of what that means, but it is not something that we make core to our thesis, right? And I think it is something that we are a super concentrated fund. We do 5 deals per year.
5 deals per year.
That's right. So ultimately, what's the most important thing to us is investing in great durable companies, right? Because the wave's going to come, the wave's going to go. I think it's very hard for anyone to know exactly what that timing looks like, but if you're investing in companies that are sustainable, even when the market is ice cold, it doesn't matter because they're going to stay alive, right?
What's the state of the market today? Is it ice cold or is it super hot?
Depends on the industry. Some industries, I would say insurance is ice. It's white hot, right? Insurance and AI is extremely competitive. I think there's a lot of generalist interest in that sector. I think there are other sectors where it's a little bit colder, right? I think climate is one that enjoyed a resurgence a couple years ago, and now it's a little bit less out of vogue. The energy stuff, data center stuff, that stuff is very hot right now, but I think as vertical investors, we have always had the conviction that these are massive industries with great opportunities to build, and we are here for the long term.
So I know you're the host tomorrow, and you're logistically putting everything together, and you're doing an excellent job there, but I want to get some hot takes. What is Chelsea's hot take on commerce today? You know, what is something that maybe people don't know about or are not expecting, or this is the hottest, spiciest thing that's coming out of your brain?
I don't know if this is necessarily a hot take, but I do think the concept and narrative around agentic commerce often misses how true consumers prefer to shop, right? And I think there is a lot of nuance around how consumers prefer to transact that requires, I think, people that are real consumers. So I think there is a lot of things that AI can do to improve commerce in general. But I will say I'm probably a hater on the overall narrative around agentic commerce today. Like it's hard for me to envision a world where truly agents are going to be purchasing 100% on the behalf of consumers.
I'm totally with you, and I need to know, what is the total payment volume of agentic commerce today? Is it more than $50 million?
It is incredibly limited, and I do think a lot of it is actually just investors testing out the rails, right?
Correct.
Because I think the only person I've ever heard that's actually purchased something through one of the models is like an investor that's like testing the rails. So I think it is very, very light today. I will say that is if you exclude Amazon, because they're counting a lot of things as agentic commerce because they have the chatbot.
Right. That makes sense. It's important to exclude Amazon for some of the cohort analysis because they're outliers.
I think Amazon stands in its own, and like Walmart as well. That's right.
I think that's one of the big reasons I joined Airwallex is because of this agentic commerce play. I think it's quite early. And I think the total payment volume is still quite early and low. But I do see a world where that can change. I just don't think it's in 2026. And when it does change, you're still going to need the infrastructure, the local money transfer licenses. And really, it's a multi-currency game because agents are going to go cross-border. So at Airwallex, we think a lot about agentic commerce. I just happen to think right now it's early, but AI is moving so quickly. Who knows what 6 months could look like?
That's right. And I do think agentic commerce in B2B is actually, I think, much more likely to take effect earlier than true B2C. But again, we'll see.
All right, cool. So we're going to finish up here. Chelsea, one more time. Who are you? First, last name. What is your role? What are you guys investing? Tell us about Equal Ventures, the fund, maybe close with one recent investment that you did.
Okay, great. So I'm Chelsea Zhang. I am a partner at Equal Ventures. I lead all of our commerce investing. We are a seed stage fund. We typically invest $3 to $4 million in early stage companies. And our last exciting investment, particularly relevant to commerce, is a company called Cord. They are essentially a contextual commerce infrastructure layer enabling agentic workflows.
Amazing.
And the founder is an amazing founder. He was the CTO of Glossier. So he's been in this industry for a long time, incredible right to win, and really a founder that we're super excited about.
I love it. Chelsea Zhang, thank you so much. And
Okay.
good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.